And what is going on, everybody? Secret Agent Toasty here, and today we're playing some more Skate. Today we're looking at the Season 3 update. There's quite a few things, and if I've done my research correctly, I have it all written down right here on this piece of paper. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, obviously you can see the Rolling Waves part does look a bit different, but I am going to hold off on showing you that for just a second, because most of the update is here in the pause menu. So first off, actually, the one thing that everyone's talking about right now, because it's kind of controversial, is the Isle of Grom. Now, I'm not going to show you that this episode because I don't have the season pass, and I don't get paid for another 12 hours. Not to mention, I would like to do the Isle of Grom in its own separate video so that way you can explore it. So once I buy that, expect a video on that specifically. The reason it's so controversial and the reason everyone's talking about it is because back in when they first announced the game or first started talking about the game, in one of the interviews, they said they weren't going to hide this behind a paywall, or rather, any part of the map behind a paywall. And that is a lie, because you have to get the premium pass for it. Problem is, you have to pay the premium pass with the pink tickets. The only way to get those, other than 50 at a time from the season passes, is by paying for them. Now, you can pay the 1,000 ticket one and just get the pass and be able to go to the Isle of Grom. That in and of itself is $10. If you want to get the other pass for $2,000, bare minimum you have to pay at least $22. It's annoying. It's really annoying. So that's why everyone's talking about it. Me personally, kind of expected it, really. It sucks, but I expected it. It's just kind of one of those things where this game is blatantly, obviously, a cash grab, since we've been asking for it for 15 fucking years. So it was just a matter of time before they went back on something they said. It sucks, but that's just kind of how everything is nowadays. It sucks. So, next, we have tattoos. They give you a couple to start off with, and you can buy more later. The part that I love about this is the fact that they hired actual tattoo artists. I don't know if you know anything about me personally, but I am currently in a relationship and have been for many, many years with an actual artist. Not a tattoo artist, but an actual artist. And since everything about this game is blatantly AI generated, it just feels really refreshing to see actual people getting paid to do what they do best, and that's make art. Because AI art is garbage, it's slop, and it's just all around disrespectful to people who actually craft. I wouldn't want an AI generated table. I wouldn't want AI generated food. I wouldn't want AI doctors working on me. I want people who actually know what they're doing and people who actually care about their craft. So what makes art different? So it's good to see that they actually paid tattoo artists to do what they do best. Now, when you apply a tattoo, you can adjust it. And you use the sliders. I wish they went back with the other skate games did, and that you just actually move it around your body instead of just stupid sliders. But that's nitpicky. I could care less. I'm not even gonna put them on, so it's not really something I gotta worry too much about. Oh, and now presets, so you can switch between your presets. So you can have different characters, different looking. I made this one specifically. As you can tell, I didn't even change the face, but you can make them different genders and make the body look different and hair different, so you don't even have to have the same body with the same outfits. And you can buy more if you so desire, but with all due respect, how often do you really change your outfit, huh? So, there's that. You have new presets, which is it's whatever. Then we have the Skate Zine, or Scene Zine, or whatever they call it. And you have a bunch of new ones. You have this suit and tie that you also have the pants for down here. They shortened the amount of free stuff, because usually it was 3 for each, but now it seems like some of them are 2. See, this one's 3, this one's 2. It's kind of scummy, really. It's really scummy, but it's a free game, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to understand, but I'm also not at the same time, because it is kind of scummy. I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm gonna pay for it anyways. I never have before, but I do want to tool around with the Isle of Grom, because with all due respect, Sandvan is fucking boring. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I already bought something off of it. Oh no, I didn't. I tried to buy something off of it, but they reset the tickets, and it's annoying, and I hate it. They gave you a bunch of stuff that you could afford with the previous tickets and took away your tickets. So, I don't know. I guess it resets it for everyone else, but that's still a dumb excuse, realistically. Because you're not buying, like, perks, and you're not buying, like, upgrades. You're buying, like, cosmetics. It's like saying that having chrome wheels on your car is unfair, even though, realistically speaking, if we do talk about it, chrome wheels are actually heavier. But it makes no sense. It's just cosmetic. They did revamp the store. That's one of the things that people were talking about as well. Is now you have the essentials here in the tattoo parlor where you can buy different tattoos. But here's where the store kind of functioned previously. You have all the stuff that cycles over time to different stuff that's pretty nifty. Oh, that's pretty cool. I might have to... No, that's pink. Okay. Either way, this is all the stuff that, cycles back and forth. And then here you have your product boxes, which the one part that annoys me is it doesn't tell you how many you've unlocked. It did previously. Like, I have 5 on this one. I had 5 on this one. I have 3 on this one. It used to tell you before you even clicked on it. Now, it doesn't. It's kind of annoying. It really is. It is kind of annoying. But, being nitpicky once again. Board essentials. So, basically, the essentials, skate and board, they're both the same concept. It's all the stuff that doesn't cycle. Well, I don't know if these ones might... No, these ones are... I don't know. I don't know if these cycle or not. But I know that the actual essentials, like what I'm showing you right here, this all doesn't cycle as far as what I've been told. I'm not, like, talking to them personally. I've just watched a couple of videos of people who do get sponsored by EA to make these videos. That's how I did my research. But supposedly these aren't going to get cycled. I have no idea how true that is. I mean, we can all tell how true anything they say is, seeing how Isle of Grom is still behind a paywall. But that's neither here nor there. So you have the essentials, and then you can buy tattoos. So they're actually pretty cool. I like this croissant one. I might save up for that. There's not really many. Now that I'm looking at it, I could have sworn there were more. But you know what? At least they're not AI generated. That's all I care about. At least they're not AI generated. So now, let's go ahead and show you Rolling Waves Park. It looks pretty cool. Supposedly this season is supposed to be 70s themed. Not quite sure why they're doing decade themed ones. But it is what it is. At least we're getting something that's fresh. Now, let me see if I can find a decent rail to show you the trick that I've been waiting to come into this game. Ah, they blocked that one. I hate that everyone else's, like, dropped objects can get in your way. Okay, so yeah. You have dark flips now. I love those back in the Skate 3 days. It makes your grinds look so cool. Oh, okay. Makes your grinds look so cool. At least on Xbox, for sure. All you have to do is hold the right bumper while you do a kickflip or impossible or whatever, and it'll do that. It'll do a dark flip, which is actually a lot easier to do than it was in Skate 3, because Skate 3 kind of just decided when you were done with it, versus here, it keeps it upside down until you're done holding the bumper. Unless I remember Skate 3 wrong. Now that I'm hearing myself say it, I don't know if I'm actually 100% true on that. But either way, dark flips are back. They look sick. And all you have to do is let go of the bumper, and it takes you out of it. Pretty sick. I like it. It's going to make my tricks look so much cooler. Because I do love doing dark flips. I love how they look when they're in a grind. Now, I'm just repeating myself, so let's go on to another topic. Now, for the final thing that they added, as far as I know, is a parking garage next to the far park. If you want to look at the map right here, here is the far park that I'm talking about, and then here's the M Corp Tower. Right here is the beginning, and you just go straight through. It's kind of like the tunnel they added in Season 2, where you could just fly straight through. So here's the back end. This is actually the part that you should be exiting out of, not entering through, but you know what, you can still get through nonetheless. Pretty easy way, and then boom, M Corp Tower right there. So it's a pretty nifty spot. It's mainly just for those people that like to do real. It's basically just a parking lot spot with a bunch of ramps and stuff like that. You have spots like this where you can just, if you were better at the game than I am, which is 99% of you, you can do like a grind down the hill or up the hill, as I just did right there. It makes this kind of a pain in the butt to come up, but it is what it is. And then here we have these 3 rings, which kind of remind me of the Lunar New Year update that we had. Kind of reminds me of the flaming rings we had there. So let's just rocket air like they had us do in that update. Now let's go back up here. Here's another spot right here that I really like. Grind that right there, or ride up it, and then land on this one, or grind it and come back down. That's the spot that I saw someone else hitting, so it's been a pretty nifty spot. Are you doing the same thing? Yeah, you're doing the same thing. Sick. Shout out to whoever that guy is, or girl. Shout out to whoever they are. But this is a pretty nifty spot, especially if you like realistic skating, obviously. It's kind of like the spot you and your buddies would hit in high school. Or if you're not in high school yet. Ooh, I hit that. Sick. Alright. But that's just about everything that I saw in the episode. In the season. So I think this episode's just about done. I'm going to go ahead and hit a couple more tricks while I do the outro. God, I love these rocket flips. They're so clean. So good looking. They look sick. Let me hit a Christ air since I have the Steezes shirt on. Let me go ahead and hit a Christ backflip or a Christ flip. How do you do those again? Okay, let me figure out how to do those and then I'll come back to you.
5 hours later.
Alright, I figured it out. It's B and left trigger. So let's just go ahead and hit this flip. Or not. Let's try that one more time. And then we'll do the outro. Sick. Alrighty, well that's just about it. If you know anything else about the season update that I haven't mentioned in this episode, go ahead and tell me down in the comment section. Someone else will probably want to learn about it. Get the full experience out of it. But with that being said, let me end the video here. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. Tell me down in the comment section why you like to dislike the video. Talk to me down in the comment section. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Let me know down in the Let me know down in the comment section what you guys want to see next. What you guys want. I'm going to do the Isle of Grom video because I really want to explore that. So, I mean, that's like a given. You don't need to necessarily tell me about that one. If there's something in Isle of Grom that you want to see specifically, let me know, though. Because I didn't want to watch any videos on it because I didn't want to get spoiled onto what the park looks like. Because it looks sick. And I remember vaguely how cool the island was, but I don't want to get anything spoiled for me, especially since it's not 100% what the island used to be. It's actually added, or it has added content to it, so I think it looks sick. And I think it's going to be even cooler than I imagined. Oh, dark flip. But with that being said, let me know down in the description what you guys want to see. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and be notified when I post videos. I try to post every Sunday and Thursday. I've been getting a little better with that, but I'm not perfect, and I am also very busy. So, that's what you're going to need the bell icon for, to realistically know when I post. Because I'm not too consistent. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.